Hey Garage Squad, I was watching your show last night and it reminded me of my dad's 1964 T-Bird sitting down here in our basement. It was his whenever he was a year younger than me. He got it for his 16th birthday, and it's been sitting and not running ever since he went off to medical school. So we actually got it back to his house about 3 years ago, and it hasn't ran since. I want to take it to my senior prom next year, so I was wondering if you guys would help me out with that. We're having trouble finding anybody to fix it up or anything, and it's just sitting here, and we have a good garage. You guys can come right inside. Got a garage door here. Bring everybody in here. Got a lot of room in here. It's air conditioned, heating, and it'd be a good place for you guys to work on it. If you guys are wondering why this car would make a great episode of Garage Squad, number one, we got a great place to work on it. Big garage. Number two, got a whole team of people who live here that'll be more than happy to help work, including this guy. He'd love to get in on the action, wouldn't you?
Well, this is my 64 Ford Thunderbird with a 390. This is pretty much all original. I got it when I was 16. I bought it from my uncle, and my uncle was the second owner. He got it from the original guy. My uncle had a service station in Columbus, Ohio, and the guy used to take it there to get serviced all the time, and whenever he passed away, my uncle bought it off of him. So he had it for a few years before I bought it when I was 16, and so I drove it all through high school and in undergrad, but then when I went to medical school, it had to go into storage. So it was at my parents' place, and my dad got a little frustrated with it being there, so he used to try and pressure me to get it out of the garage by stacking stuff on top of it, bikes and boxes and stuff, and he just really, was concerned me that it was going to get scratched up and damaged. But anyway, then he eventually got tired of it being in there to the point where he moved it around, put it in different garages. He had some rental properties in different places, and before I knew it, I didn't even know where the thing was. So medical school training and all that goes on for quite some time. So I had 4 years of medical school, and then an internship, and then 4 years of residency, and I hadn't seen the car in 17 years. And so finally, about 3 years ago, I got it back, and it wasn't running properly, wasn't working properly, of course. It hadn't got the attention that it needed. Some of the spots on the body, it's got some dings and some chips and stuff, but it's got a lot of rust around the wheel wells and on both sides, and the door's not working, it won't shut all the way. It's kind of just wants to bounce back open, but didn't do it that time, of course. But headliner this is the original headliner, and it's just dry rotted and coming down. The last time it was running, which was about 3 years ago, it just wasn't running right. And a lot of the things that were cool about this car, which were the power windows, power locks, power steering, power brakes, all that really wasn't working right. It's kind of very unique for 64 to have all those features, but it's not working like it's supposed to. And I kept trying to find the right person to do the work on this car. I've gone through at least 3 different people. Thought I had a guy lined up just recently, but it ended up, unfortunately, he had cancer and couldn't take on the project. He's going through his treatments, and he's doing pretty well now, but he just can't take on a project like that. So keep asking around, keep trying to find different people. We live in kind of a smaller town, rural area, so there's not a lot of different choices, and just can't find the right person to fix it up right. So anyway, so that's, I think it's got, let's see what's the original miles on this thing. 50,000 original miles. So when I had this in high school, I drove it pretty much to school and back, and that's it. So I wasn't driving this thing unnecessarily. I was very careful with it, and I'd really just like to see it restored to its full potential that it could be. I do have the original skirts for the wheels back here, for the wheel wells. Yeah, so just need some love and someone to do it right.
The most important thing about this car is that it has the potential to be a lot more than it is now. It could be passed down to even my kids. I mean, it's sitting here and just getting worse by the day isn't helping anybody. But you guys could help us out, so come on out, Garage Squad, help us bring this thing back to life.